to be gay. A lot of people don't know that I was in a marriage with a woman for 11 years. I was the man. So when it comes down to it, no, I did not get appreciated. I barely got loved. It was horrible. So that is why some men come out here and be just doing their own thing, don't even care, because, bruh, the experience was shit. No woman is just out here trying to help her man. She expects her man to just do for her. And it dawned on me, like, when women were growing up, I don't know one woman that was raised to know how to treat a man. I don't. I know that when I was being raised up, and the people around me that was being raised up, our mamas taught us to pay attention what to look for in a man. Pay attention to how or what he has, 6 figures, a car, a house. Nobody taught us how to love him. Nobody taught us how to take care of him when he's down. Nobody taught a woman how to nurture their man the correct way. We were just taught to look. We were just nurturers by nature. Nobody was taught how to nurture no man.
That is facts. That is some powerful words you're talking. We don't have to be gay to realize how selfish women are. Look at our upbringing. Like her, I was not raised on how to treat a man. I was just constantly told what a man is supposed to do for me. What a man is supposed to do for you. A man is supposed to pay the bill. A man is supposed to buy you flowers. A man is supposed to take you on a date. Let him open the car door. Let him do all these things. And then you ask, okay, how am I supposed to treat him? What am I supposed to do? And that is how I ended up on the manosphere, you know. That is how I ended up on this side of YouTube, learning from Kevin Samuels, Game Changer, and all those other content creators. Manosphere Highlight Daily, I used to binge watch his clip. Oh my God. Because I got curious. How can I reciprocate? What is the equivalent to a man buying me flowers? Yes, this man is going to take me out on a nice date. He's going to pay. He's going to open the door. He's going to, treat me like a princess. How can I reciprocate and treat him like a prince? How can I show him that I'm interested in him? And oh Lord, crickets. It's nothing but wear a dress and some lipstick and wear this perfume. And I was like, this can't be it. This can't be it. No. And then you have these content creators talking about, oh, never praise a fish for swimming. Oh, you're supposed to get treated like a queen because you're a woman and you have a womb. When, hear me out, your womb is useless without a sperm. So this can't be it. And then you have women, oh my gosh, I remember I had a friend group and we were having conversation. I brought up that topic, like, how do you reciprocate? And one specific young lady in the group was engaged. I asked her, how do you reciprocate? How do you show your fiance that you're interested in him? And she's like, oh, I don't have to do anything because I'm the woman. God bless his soul. I hope he learned. I'm no longer friends with her for obvious reason, but I hope he learned. I hope he learned his lesson, because that is our conditioning. That is what we believe. And in this big grown age, even though, yes, we were taught that as young girls, as we got older, we don't step back and peep and say, wait, look, there's something off about this. There's some selfishness in this. But no, or narcissism will prevent us from looking within and saying, like, wait, I'm selfish as hell. This is why I advocate for men to get their passport. Because this is what y'all got to deal with. This feminist society where women were raised on how to take, and men were raised to give.
Man, this is some bullshit.
So I had put up a post the other day pretty much saying that the reason why black men are choosing to date outside of their race is because of black women's entitlements and attitudes towards black men. And all I saw was a whole bunch of negative comments from black women bashing black men yet again, talking about how they ain't ish and all this other negativity. But again, let's go back to the stats. I love stats, right? Because black men are more likely to be able to marry and date outside of their race than black women. Black women are the least likely for another race to want to come and marry them. So my thing is, I need black women to wake up and realize, if the black man doesn't choose us, who's going to be choosing us?
Not us all.
Because it's a very slim chance that another race will choose us. So my thing is this, I need black women to wake up and realize that y'all are being used as pawns from the government. Y'all are being used as pawns from the government. The government got y'all. And now all y'all are doing is projecting what the white man thought about the black man all along. But now he just was able to tear apart the black family unit by the government, and now has the black woman destroying the black man and the black family unit. So I'm going to need y'all to wake up and get it together.
I'm going to disagree with her with that. Saying that the government is using black women is taking accountability from black women. In this big grown age, we're in 2025. I can understand if we were in the 50s or the 60s when they introduced welfare in the black community. I could understand that. But we're in 2025. They're taking away welfare. Like, there's no being used. Aren't these strong, independent? They claim they're the most educated. So how they're being used by the government? At this big old age, you're supposed to know right from wrong. And how these women move towards black men, straight out wrong. The fact that they can say, I need a man to pay 100% of the bills, but I'm not going to wash, cook, and clean. Real men pay 100% of the bills. Let's not even take it that far. The fact that they're going to talk about how real men take care of other men kids. What do government have to do with that? Saying, oh, black women are being used by the government is taking accountability away from these narcissistic creatures. These women are selfish, narcissistic, just plain right demons. They know what they're doing. They know right from wrong. Going back to the girl, she know that she was using her man. She know that her man was a simp from Simpville. And she know what she was doing. She did not respect that man. How she spoke about that man, she did not respect him. He was paying 100% of the bill, and she was choosing to live in a city, even though it was inconvenient for his job. She wanted to live in that specific city because that's what she wanted to do. Getting paid $10 an hour, was hardly able to contribute to any bill. Having this guy have to commute hours to go to work, but she wanted to live in this specific city just because. She was evil. She was wicked. And then now she found a perfect simp for her to have her wickedness with. I mean, it's no government. The government wasn't telling her to stay in that specific city. The government wasn't telling her not to reciprocate to the man. The government wasn't telling her to treat her man as if he's nothing. That was her personal choice.
Okay, we've all seen the article around how having a boyfriend is embarrassing. And I think it's now formally codified this new social hierarchy between men, women, and heterosexual relationships. And I think a lot of this comes down to women are simply out-earning men, particularly in some demographics. And so where men's inherent status value lied in financial gain, that may no longer be the case.
I do want to bring everyone's attention to, I had to look it up because I'm tired of this false information.
Yo, man, thank you.
I'm on the departmentoflabor.gov. The median annual earnings for black women, they have it at $50,000. That's how much black women on average earn, $50,000. Black men, $55,000, right? Let's go to white women, all right? So for white women, it's $55,000. And for white men, it's $69,000. Let's go to Asian women, Asian men, $90,000 compared to $71,000. Women are so wrong and strong, just like how black women are not the most educated. I talked about that before, like it's Asian women. People of other races, they just be minding their business. Because I don't know how they allow black women to keep saying this. They don't say nothing. But again, we have to stop with these lies. Women are out earning men. No, they're not.
Okay, we've
No,
all
they're
seen the
not.
article around...
No, they're not. But they have to make up these stories so they can feel good about themselves. They have to do this thing and talk like, oh, we're queens, we're goddesses, so they can feel good about themselves because they're not adding any value to anything. They're not adding any value to anywhere. If anything, they're taking away from the community because they constantly reproduce with a deadbeat, constantly destroying the community by becoming single moms, reproducing with men who they know have no intention of taking care of nothing, reproducing with men who can't lead anybody nowhere, who can't provide, who can't protect, who can't lead, who can't teach, and then looking for men of value to come and pick them up and their baggage. And then to add insult to injury, they're acting as if they're better than these men. Going back to the young lady, I'm gonna use her as an example throughout this whole video. As I said, we're no longer friends, so she see this, oh well. Talking down on this man, when this man is out earning you like 3 times over. You're making $10 an hour at a little job that don't even do nothing, don't even benefit society nowhere. But she's acting as if she is the prize. And then you know what? I can't even blame her because he's allowing her to act like that. So I can't even, a woman like that's perfect for a simp. But you know what we say over here? Simp. So, we use them as example. We point and laugh and we encourage men to, because the Bible talks about being in the wilderness than having to deal with one of these. Women like this have to use false stats, false narrative to make themselves feel good. Let them point and laugh. Do not argue with them. Do not debate. Because if you can pull up statistics and say, ma'am, no, that's not accurate, and they're going to stand 10 toes down. And if you're going to see the numbers and say it's not accurate, and then they're going to call you gay, they're going to call you sassy, they're going to say because you're intimidated, they're going to say, oh, you're a pick me. If we say, hey, this is the facts, this is the data, this is the statistic, we can see it right here with our own eyes, here are the numbers, your statement isn't accurate, then they lash out and say, oh, you're bashing us. Oh.
Get to the chopper!
The next video that pop up on the screen exposed how black women are keeping us at the bottom.
I said what I said!
They continue to reproduce with the dusty, but they expect the men of value to step up and take care of the child. And when men are saying,
we will not have
no, then they get mad. They call them all kind of names. They say they're gay, they're sassy, they hate their woman. Your mama was a single mom, so you should date single moms. Like, that makes sense? No. That's why I have respect for men who are choosing to go their own way. Continue to save yourselves, black men. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, y'all.